Morning, Dan. Morning, Peter.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you talking about Losar celebration? Yeah, it will be next Sunday. Yes, Losar is on the 21st, and so our celebration needs to be after that date. Sorry for the mix-up, if there was any. But today we have a great opportunity for White Tara, long life practice, and Vajrasattva, purification practice, which will be awesome. Thank you, Venerable Lhamo. Hi, Heen. Good morning again. Morning to everyone in the Gampa. Good to see you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming to the center to listen to some of the instructions that Geshe-la has given us. The White Tar practice is a teaching that Geshe-la gave us in February 2012. And the Vajrasattva, detailed Vajrasattva practice and visualizations were, of course, the ones that were given to us here at the center recently. So let's begin by settling our minds so that we can be able to visualize the practice that we're going to do and send all our energy to positive energy to all sentient beings in 3 times in 10 directions, so they can be liberated from their unbearable sorrow and suffering. We can rejoice that we have this beautiful center and the members and the fellow practitioners and teachers. And the opportunity to learn about the Dharma, study the Dharma, practice the Dharma. How wonderful, how precious. We can feel that we have fulfilled our moral responsibility to all our previous lifetimes. So we can just check our minds. We have been preoccupied with our exterior world, driving here, walking here to the center. But now, how is our internal world? Is it positive, negative, neutral? So if you find that it's negative or very scattered, then try to bring our focus to our breath. And exhale. Inhale, count 1. Exhale. Inhale, count 2. Exhale. Inhale, count 3. And so on. Okay, now I'd like to share the screen. We'll start with the white tower practice. Okay, so we can start by, let's see, like this. Let's see. We can start by reading the Refuge in Bodhicitta prayer 3 times. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened through the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened through the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Okay, so now I'm going to actually read and go through the teaching that Geshe gave in February 2012, and it may be slightly different from the ones that he does recently in some of the Chara practices, but this is the way he taught it in 10 years ago. Om Sabhava Shuddha Sara Dharma Sabhava Shuddha Ham, purifying all dualistic appearances with emptiness mantra. The pure nature of all phenomena and pure nature of body, speech, and mind, that's me. The pure nature is like clear space, a clear sky. The mind sees only the reflection of objects. Emptiness is something profound. The purity of all phenomena is called yoga practice, which is emptiness. That's me. So I meditate on emptiness. When you focus on emptiness, you lose conventional reality. Find different ways to understand Nagarjuna's theory of emptiness. Be sure to meditate on emptiness. It's easy to learn, but hard to practice compassion. It's hard to learn, but easy to practice emptiness. All becomes empty. Tompani dujur. From this awareness, visualize in the space before you a white lotus, symbol of renunciation. It grows within samsara, but is not contaminated by samsara. Renunciation does not mean not having any cookies. You can enjoy it without clinging. The lotus is at eye level at the length of a full prostration. On top of the lotus is a moon disk, representing bodhicitta, the warm heart, the source of happiness of all beings. On top of the moon disk is your mind, the seed syllable tam. There's no shape or color. The tam is supported by an utpala flower. The tam transforms into white tara. The tam is at the center of white tara's heart. Everything is in the form of light. White Tara has one face and two arms. Her right hand is in the gesture of supreme giving, and her left holds an utpala flower, or blue lotus. She has 7 eyes. The third eye in her forehead symbolizes her ability to see the unity of ultimate reality, while her 2 other eyes simultaneously see the relative and dualistic worlds. She has 1 eye on each palm of her hands and feet, showing that all her actions are governed by her ultimate wisdom and compassion. White Tara's 7 eyes enable her to clearly see all beings and all realms of existence. Her aura is behind her. She is adorned with the best ornaments, with amitayus on her crown. At her crown is a white Om, at her throat a red A, and at her heart is a blue Hum. White Tara is a wisdom being. The Samaya being is the Vajra master. The light from Oma Hum invites the wisdom beings and extends the lifespan of all sentient beings. So as you say the mantra, visualizes energy dissolving into the heart of all sentient beings. So here is the mantra. Let's see if I can. No, I cannot get both on there. Okay, so we'll just move it out. Okay. All right, so let's say this mantra. I can say this 21 times. I think I have to get my other mouth out. Okay. Okay, so we'll say it, the first 7 out loud, and then the last one out loud. So we'll do 21 all together. Okay. So the rest we'll say silently to ourselves. Om tare ture mama ayur pune shinana putkim kuru ye soha. Om tare ture mama ayur pune shinana putkim kuru ye soha. Om tare ture mama ayu pune shnana putkim kuru ye soha. Om tare ture mama aya pune shnana putkim kuriye soha. Om tare ture mama aya pune shana putkim kuriye soha. Om tare ture mama aya pune shana putkim kuriye soha. Om tare ture mama aya pune shana putkim kuriye soha. Om tare ture mama aya puneshana putkim kuriye soha. Then his dedication. Upon the seeing the signs of untimely death, by clearly beholding the holy body of the wish-fulfilling wheel Tara, may I intrepidly and instantaneously conquer the Lord of Death and swiftly attain the rank of an immortal wisdom holder. Okay, now for the Vajrasattva practice, even though we just said the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, we say the same thing again. We do it again. I do this at home too. You say it over and over again. So if you want, it's on page 34 of the Gold Prayer Book, or you can just read it on the, if it's too, see, here we go. Maybe you could see it better like this. That's still pretty small. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create the practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Now the four measurables, also on page 34. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Now page 27 in the Gold Prayer Book, the 7-limb prayer. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and to turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the great enlightenment. So this is these are the preliminary prayers that Geshe-la told me to say when I was leading a Vajrasattva practice retreat. Okay, now we come to the visualization, and I'm just going to read right from the screen. You can just sit and listen if you like. Above my crown is a beautiful white lotus symbolizing renunciation in the form of light. On top of the lotus is a moon disk, symbolizing bodhicitta in the form of light. Geshe-la also wanted to show us this image. On top of the lotus and moon disk is a bright white syllable hum. The white hum transforms into a shining, bright white vajra. In the center of the vajra is a tiny white hum. Visualize the Vajra with the letter hum on the lotus and moon disk above your crown. The white Vajra transforms into Buddha Vajrasattva. The bright white hum remains visible in the center of Buddha Vajrasattva's heart. In his left hand is a bell, which symbolizes wisdom, and in his right hand is a Vajra at his heart. The Vajra symbolizes compassion. He is adorned with precious ornaments and wears precious clothing from the celestial realms. He sits in the full Vajra cross position. You see both heels on his lap. The bright white light shining home on a moon disk is at the center of Buddha Vajrasattva's heart. White light, like a laser, emits from the home and attracts all enlightened beings' blessings and dissolves back into the white, bright, shining home at Vajrasattva's heart. The white syllable mantra is clockwise at the center of Buddha Vajrasattva's heart. I'll show you there. It is right there. The white 100 syllable mantra at the center of Vajrasattva's heart. The white light emitted from the white Vajra, located in the center of Buddha Vajrasattva's heart, attracts all the enlightened beings' blessings and dissolves back into the hum and the mantra. Nectar flows from the hum and the white Vajra simultaneously with the white syllable mantra surrounding the white Vajra. Visualize this above your crown. The moment the nectar dissolves in your crown chakra like snow on a hot rock, all the physical sicknesses, mental difficulties, and negative karma completely purified. Okay. This is the very ground you're sitting on right now. All the negative karma going out of your body goes underground. And this is what we visualize while we're reciting the mantra. Here's the negative karma going underground. Let's see, I don't know how to get rid of this. The scary looking figures under the ground, the entourage of Yama, the Lord of Death, and Yama himself. All the negative karma you purify comes out of life through the power of nectar, flowing through your crown chakra, through your body. It goes underground into the mouth of Yama or his entourage, completely satisfying them. Let's see, how do I get rid of this? There. That is one of the best long life practices because it removes any obstacles toward our lifespan. All the ill will towards life is completely eliminated, and Yama and his entourage become peaceful and return to their place. Your body becomes crystal clear and your heart is filled with nectar. That helps you actualize the spiritual path. The nectar was created by the blessings, which was attracted by bright white light emitted from the white Vajra. It dissolves back into the white Vajra and the mantra. From there, the nectar of Amrita flows on our crown, purifies all sicknesses, mental difficulties, negative karma, karma, which went underground. Yama and his entourage are always waiting for death. They are completely satisfied. It eliminates their ill will towards life, so they become peaceful and return to their own place. Then your body becomes crystal clear and your heart is filled with nectar. That allows you to actualize the spiritual path, such as the Lhamo. This is an alternate way of looking at the visualization. You can visualize your pet or pets, friends, family, and so on around you as shown in the picture. Okay? Because we're doing the practice, we don't say the verse of praise. The short mantra is Om Vajrasattva Hum, but we will be saying the long mantra. Let's see if I can make it so you can see it. Okay, let's see. Okay. I don't know if that's large enough for you to see. Okay, so we can say this 3 times. This is the Vajrasattva. Oh yeah, the mantra's on page 64 in the Gold Prayer Book, if you can't see that. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishtodido Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarasidi Meprayach Sarakarma Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatakat Vajramamne Monshe Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe. And visualize that all your afflicted minds, your delusions in the form of ink have been purified. Or that you have satisfied all of Yama and his followers. Gonna say it again. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishtodido Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Saraside Meprayach Sarakarma Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatakat Vajramamne Munche Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe. Now you can visualize, and this is from the Medicine Buddha practice actually. You can visualize the all your diseases, your physical disabilities, whatever, pains are completely gone, healed. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishtodido Mebawa Sutokaya Mebawa Supokaya Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Saraside Meprayach Sarakarma Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatakat Vajramamne Monte Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe. Now you can visualize that all your obstacles, physical, mental, spiritual, all obstacles of liberation and enlightenment have been completely cleared away. Okay, now the dedication. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of Vajrasattva and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. Okay, now I have to find the Sunday prayers, dedication prayers. Let's see, okay, what is going on here? I can't. I don't know how to scroll down. Oh, okay, I'll do it like this. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's start with the dedication verses from Master Shantideva. And if you like, it's on page 246. And the gold prayer book, if you can't see this, make it really big. So, let's see. Okay. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now the long life prayers, first for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chen Rezi, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And then the one for Khyentse Rinpoche, I guess this is too big. It's on page 245 and the prayer book. Oops. The one who masters speech at a very young age, the one with great patience, receives the name Avatare. The one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lhamo Tsokapa and Bliss and Void, Lhamo ornament of the Yellow Hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then the one for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine. Masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savor myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And then 7 Tara mantras, so Geshe-la and Geshe-sangpo, long, healthy lives. Okay, I can't see Geshe-sangpo, so there. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. See ya.
And I do have a couple of announcements, a couple of reminders. Hang on, let me just spotlight myself here so y'all can see me. Okay, so a couple of reminders. We are through next Sunday, February 26th, we are still collecting new and in the packaged socks and underwear for boys and girls any size and men and women any size. And that is a collaboration that Kadampa Center is having with a nonprofit organization called Note in the Pocket. You can drop those off anytime. The center does not have to be open. There's a bin just outside the front doors. It's that black bin with the red lid, or maybe it's vice versa. So that lasts until next Sunday. And then there are still 2 spots left if you are interested in another outreach opportunity in which Kadampa Center is working alongside Habitat for Humanity and lots of other faiths of people of other faiths. And for this one, we're building interfaith wall build at the Habitat Warehouse in Garner, and that will be on Saturday, March 11th from 8:15 until 11 a.m. There are no skills required. You can either hand tools to others or you can use them yourself. And so sign up by going to our website, kadampa-center.org. You can then, or you can also contact, there's an email where you can contact Elise Strevel, our head of outreach, and that is outreach@kadampa-center.org. So sign up. There's only 2 spots left, and again, that will be on March 11th. From 8:15 to 11. I haven't done it before, but I heard it's a lot of fun to do these projects. Okay, and then Donna, have you got something? Okay.
So, some of you were here last week when we brought in the tall throne, thinking we were going to celebrate Losar today, and we're going to do it next Sunday. Tuesday is Losar, it's the Tibetan New Year. And Tuesday also begins a 2-week period called the Days of Miracles, which is a great time to do a lot of practice. The merit that you create is multiplied. And this is a wonderful tradition in Tibet. We will have a celebration next Sunday. There'll be, we'll start in with bringing His Holiness into the room, making offerings and prayers to Him. And then we'll have dancing, which everybody is going to be encouraged to join in. We'll have somebody who'll show us a very simple dance, and that should be a lot of fun. So a little interactive stuff. And then we are expecting a visit from the snow lion as well. And there will be tea and sweet rice and cookies provided by some of our friends in the Tibetan community. So don't miss that. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's family friendly, so bring your kids if you have them, even if they're grown-up kids. The other thing I have to announce is not quite as happy. Have been planning, we've been hosting the Light of the Path retreat with Lama Zopa Rinpoche up in the North Carolina mountains for many years, and we have been working toward having one again this year, but there have been obstacles to getting visas for Rinpoche's attendance, so we are not going to have it here this year. It is going to be happening at Kopan Monastery in Kathmandu. So if you've ever had a desire to go see Nepal, which is very beautiful, and maybe do some trekking, you could throw in the retreat while you're at it. So we're going to get some information up on the website very soon to link to Kopan. They just recently very graciously accepted the responsibility for hosting this. So they're not quite ready for registration. They don't have a whole lot of information yet, but at least, you'll have a way to get to that if you want to go to it. This is a really wonderful retreat. It's a teaching retreat with Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You get to meet students of his from all over the world and, connect with people who practice on a whole different level sometimes and people who've known Rinpoche for many, many years. So if you happen to really feel like doing some wonderful worldwide travel and get some Dharma teachings while you're at it, then that's an opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, I think we're all set for today. Thank you again, Venerable Lamala. That was wonderful. The recording of today's practices will be on the YouTube site, and just look for today's date, because that would be a wonderful way to go back and do those practices. So thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.